Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And Said Nurmagomeov just defeated Justin Scoggins via split decision at UFC Boise. I believe this fight opened up the Fox Sports prelims. I will say one thing, Said is definitely no Habib. He's Habib's cousin. No, but his wrestling in this fight, you might have thought, if you're looking at this fight stylistically, would have been a bigger factor in this fight. But Justin Scoggins, the karate black belt, was able to keep his distance and land some big shots. It seemed like the significant strikes were somewhat even, but the most significant strike, I'm talking about if you're looking at it on a scale, the strikes that were probably the biggest in the fight were definitely landed in my mind by Justin Scoggins. He actually dropped Said Nurmagomeov in the second round at one point, but Said Nurmagomeov was able to score a takedown early in the third round and actually control top position for a little while before the referee stood the fight up. And he was actually in the middle of throwing like a punch when the ref stood the fight up. So maybe a little bit of an early stand-up there, or Said Nurmagomeov would have been able to control that position a little longer. But either way, when they stood back up, the fight continued. Justin Scoggins stayed on the outside. There wasn't really any more takedowns in the fight. I believe that was the only takedown in the fight actually for Said Nurmagomeov. Other than that, Justin Scoggins, he was really trying to stay at distance and pick apart Said Nurmagomeov, with his style. This really what it seemed like, bro, just realistically what I was thinking in the fight, well, it was like mini Conor versus mini Khabib. Now clearly it's no Conor McGregor in there, and clearly he's not his older cousin Habib. Or I don't know their age, I just know he's bigger, in weight class, so I assumed he's older. But no, clearly they're not Conor McGregor and Habib. They're both flyweights actually, so in a sense they are kind of like, this was like a miniature version or a preview of the fight a little bit. I mean, more of a karate style versus a Nurmagomeov. You guys see what I'm saying there. But either way, man, it was a split decision. One of the commentators, I believe Jimmy Smith on the dais, he actually thought that Justin Scoggins was going to get his hand raised. He was saying he felt like he landed the most significant strikes as well. But Said, the real, what you should look at in my mind to see who won this fight is the first round. Second round, definitely I had for Justin Scoggins with the knockdown. Third round, I had for Said with the takedown. Nothing else really as significant. Controlled the position for a little while. But the first round is really where probably the fight was won or lost for either fighter. So if you had the first round for Justin Scoggins, you probably felt like he won the fight. And if you had the first round for Said Nurmagomeov, you probably felt like he won the fight. Either way, the judges scored it a split decision for Said Nurmagomeov. With that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And this is the hardest working MMA channel on YouTube. We provide daily updates, predictions, betting advice. We do songs, we do fantasy fights. We've interviewed Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Bruce Lachmedio, and Felony Charles Bennett, all in just 1 year as an MMA channel. We're one of the fastest growing MMA channels on the net, but we're still small, so make sure you guys go check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo if you want to learn how you can become a full-time MMA black belt. And while you're there, you can see where this MMA channel started from, some of the goals we have for the channel, and even more cool videos just like this one if you enjoyed it. So thanks again to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. And also, if you're just lurking and this is your first time seeing a video, appreciate that as well. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.